What if I told you that something as simple as a color could kill you? Throughout history, artists, nobles, and everyday people died horrible deaths, all because of the paint on their walls, the dye in their clothes, or the makeup on their faces. These aren't just old wives' tales. These are 10 colors that were so dangerous, they're now banned, and the stories behind them. Absolutely terrifying. Let's dive in. We're starting with number 10, SMALT. This gorgeous blue was made from ground cobalt glass in the 5th, 10th to 17th centuries. Artists loved it because it gave this deep, rich blue that seemed almost magical. But here's the problem. SMALT had a personality disorder. Over time, this blue would literally change color. Your masterpiece. Ruined. The paint would discolor unpredictably, turning gray, greenish, or just fading into nothing. Imagine spending months on a painting only to have it destroyed by your own paint. Artists eventually abandoned it, and today it's essentially obsolete. But wait, it gets so much worse. Number 9, Chartres blue. Look at this. The stained glass windows of Chartres Cathedral in France. That blue. Absolutely breathtaking. It's been stunning visitors for 800 years. But here's the crazy part. We have no idea how they made it. The recipe was so difficult, so precise, that when the original craftsman died, the secret died with them. Modern scientists have tried to recreate it. They've failed. This isn't a banned color because it's dangerous. It's banned because we literally can't make it anymore. The knowledge is lost to history. But the next color is, they were very deliberately banned. Number 8, VERDIGRIS. This transparent blue-green was popular in the 19th century. It looked amazing, but it came with a price. VERDIGRIS is basically copper acetate, toxic, unstable. And here's the kicker. It's highly poisonous. Artists who worked with it would slowly get sick, headaches, nausea, worse. And if you painted your walls with it, your whole family was being slowly poisoned. Plus, like SMALT, it was unstable. It would react with other pigments, turn brown, and destroy paintings from the inside out. Eventually, people realized this beautiful green just wasn't worth dying for. Number 7, lead white, or as it was called, the White Death. For centuries, this was the white pigment. From ancient Rome through the Renaissance to the Victorian era, artists used it, and wealthy women, they painted their faces with it. The problem, it's made from lead, one of the most toxic substances known to humanity. Artists would slowly develop lead poisoning, weakness, abdominal pain, paralysis, insanity, death, but cosmetics. That was even worse. Fashionable Victorian women would apply lead white makeup to achieve that desirable pale complexion. They called it cirrus. What they got was lead poisoning, hair loss, skin damage, brain damage. Many died in their 20s and 30s, victims of beauty standards. Today, completely banned. But the damage to historical figures, irreversible. Number 6 might be the most disturbing yet, Indian yellow. This gorgeous golden yellow was prized by artists in the 18th and 19th centuries. Tourneur used it, Vermeer probably used it. It was expensive and rare. Want to know why? It was made from the urine of cows that were fed only mango leaves. That's right. They would force feed cows nothing but mango leaves, collect their urine, and process it into pigment. The problem, this diet was terrible for the cows. They became malnourished, sick. It was pure animal cruelty. When British authorities in India discovered this practice in the 1900s, they banned it immediately. The color literally came from suffering. And once people knew, they couldn't stomach using it anymore. Number 5, REALGAR. This brilliant orange was used from ancient times through the modern era. Artists loved it for manuscripts, paintings, and decoration. But REALGAR is arsenic sulfide. Yes, arsenic, famous poison. Artists who ground this pigment or painted with it would breathe in arsenic dust. Slow poisoning. Some went blind. Some died. There's even a theory that Napoleon Bonaparte was killed by arsenic in his wallpaper. His room was decorated with arsenic-based green pigments that released toxic gas. Today, REALGAR is banned for obvious reasons. But for centuries, Artists literally traded their lives for the perfect orange. Think these horror stories are all ancient history. Think again. Number 4, red dye. Number 3, in the 1980s, this was everywhere. Your candy, your makeup, your food, that bright cherry red, probably red number 3. But then scientists made a disturbing discovery. In laboratory tests, red number 3 caused thyroid tumors in rats. It was carcinogenic. In 1990, the FDA banned it for cosmetics and external drugs. But here's the insane part. It's still allowed in some foods today, though many companies have voluntarily stopped using it. This is a color that was banned in our lifetime. Your parents might have eaten it. You might have eaten it. And we're only getting started. Number 3, vermilion. This stunning red orange was the premium red for over 2,000 years. Chinese emperors used it. Renaissance masters used it. It was the color of power, wealth, and prestige. But vermilion is mercury sulfide. Mercury is the same stuff in old thermometers that we're terrified to break. Artists and craftspeople who worked with vermilion would develop mercury poisoning. The symptoms, horrifying: tremors, tooth loss, kidney failure, personality changes, hallucinations. They called it Mad Hatter disease because hat makers who used mercury in felt processing would go insane. Vermilion is now heavily regulated and essentially banned for most uses. That gorgeous red, it came with madness and death. Number 2 is so disturbing you might not believe it's real. Oxblood, or as it was better known, mummy brown. In the 18th and 19th centuries, European artists used a rich brown pigment with incredible depth. Pre-Raphaelite painters loved it. Want to know what it was made from? Actual Egyptian mummies. I'm not joking. Europeans were so obsessed with Egypt, they would import mummies, grind them up, and turn them into paint. When some artists discovered what they were painting with, they were horrified. Edward Burne-Jones reportedly buried his tube of mummy brown in his garden. Eventually, the supply of mummies ran out. The practice was condemned, and today, it's obviously banned. Imagine looking at a 200-year-old painting and realizing that's a person that brown. That was someone's ancestor. And finally, number 1, ivory black. This might surprise you because black seems harmless, right? But the story of ivory black shows how even safe colors can be banned for ethical reasons. In modern times, ivory black was made from charred ivory, real ivory, from elephants. As elephant populations crashed due to poaching, the art world had a reckoning. Using ivory for anything became unacceptable. Today, ivory black is made from bone char or synthetic alternatives. Real ivory black is banned in most countries under ivory trade laws. This is the most recent ban on our list, and it shows something important. We're still learning. We're still discovering that some colors, no matter how beautiful, come at too high a cost. 10 colors, centuries of death, disease, and destruction. All for the sake of beauty and art. The next time you pick up a paintbrush or choose a color, remember, someone probably died to discover that it was dangerous. Which of these shocked you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you learned something today, smash that like button. I'll see you in the next one.